Good evening, people of the internet. A very warm welcome to everyone. I'm not, yeah, but before we start, I'm not sure, hang on, this is way too loud. So I was at the dentist today, and I currently have a hole in my tooth, because today they scooped out half my tooth, and then they're going to build a custom half tooth, and then I'm going back in a week. But I made the grave mistake of I had a bit of chewing gum and I just automatically shifted it from one side to the other, and it's sealed, so technically I can eat on that side, but Jesus Christ, it hurts so much. So I've quickly learned and it's the first time I've ever had. I was talking about all the different types of braces and the bloody nightmare that I had with all that, but I've never had an injection at the dentist. Today was my first, and my appointment was supposed to be the afternoon, and then it was half an hour later, and then another 20 minutes. So the stuff, it took probably 4, maybe 5 hours to wear off. So I haven't been able to eat. So I don't know. First of all, I don't know if you're going to hear my tummy grumbling. I also don't know. I was slurring so bad, and it was really weird, because I thought it was going to be because it's one of my back teeth, right? I thought it would be maybe a bit numb here, but my whole face, from here to here, was just completely numb, and I've never experienced what that's like. Super weird. And I've only just been able to start drinking out of a can. So I don't know, I might still be a bit slurry and lispy. The weirdest thing is that even until 10 minutes ago, I couldn't whistle, and I can whistle pretty good. And I probably annoy everyone because I do whistle quite a bit. And I couldn't whistle because that whole part of my mouth just didn't it wasn't cooperating at all. It was so weird. But yeah, but before I kind of feel like I had to.
Stabilizing.
Yeah, we're not gonna die of thirst. Oh, that's cool. I'll probably still be on, so that'll be super cool. But enjoy your evening. And hi, Huge. I'm glad you flew okay. And Oh my god, that means you watched the start of the thingy, right? Which, by the way, it's my most viewed. It had more than double the view. It had like 70 something views, which is over double. So you, I guess maybe you missed a good one. From what I remember, it was just me drowning and panicking. But I'm glad you flew okay. It's a, I don't know, it's a yucky flight. It's quite long. So we've had a couple of these, and it's saying we've had these radio messages. And I thought everyone was not here. So I guess maybe there's survivors, which is interesting, I guess, because I thought we were completely alone. I also, so all I've had to eat is some porridge, right, or oatmeal, whatever you call it, and because I left it as late as I could, but then I got super hungry, and okay, this is kind of gross. I was eating my porridge, and I had one bite, and I thought, oh, this tastes different to how it normally does. It's exactly the same porridge, like the exact same sachet. But didn't think too much of it. I thought, oh, maybe it's like a side effect of the, I don't know what stuff it is they inject. Lidocaine or something. They didn't tell me, which was kind of not really a fan of that. We had enough of that in Outlast when Martin jabbed us. But then I had the second bite, and I thought, no, this is, I know what this taste is. It's metallic, right? And then went like that, and my finger was covered in blood, and I'd taken a huge chunk out of the inside of my lip, just because I literally didn't. I thought it was part of the porridge, right? Because I thought, that must be a bit that maybe the milk didn't soak into. And just, oh my God, I think I'd rather take the, I don't know if they can give you like laughing gas, but I think if that's an option. Oh, it was I thought it was right at the beginning. I don't know. But yeah, dude, like, it was kind of empty. We did have a couple of people, but it was a lot of, it's, I think something good about having people in the chat thingy It's probably, especially for me, because I ramble, and like now, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in the game. And I just keep going on tangents and tangents and tangents. But if there's stuff going on in the chat thing, then it kind of keeps me like tethered. Which is, I think that's probably a good thing, right? And yeah, I also miss Outlast. I didn't want to play it on the one day that I knew you weren't there, though. And this, I loved this game when I played it a bit before, but I forgot that the beginning is mainly like a lot of just like super basic, like we need to keep making water over and over and over.
Seek fluid intake
I
immediately.
remembered the cool bits where you're like thousands of meters below the seabed with like all the crazy Cthulhu, like I remember I don't know what word I'd use. But we did make some progress. I'm torn because I've done this now. I think this is maybe day 3 or maybe day, I don't know. And I haven't got my spook on in a while. And this I thought was gonna be spooky. And it's had its creepy moments, but none of the horror stuff is really popping yet. And unless you just don't like the idea of swimming, then I guess the whole concept is. Jesus Christ, this is a good song. Oh my god. That's the person I know. Um, 7-hour flight. Yeah, I don't know what movies they had on there, unless it was like, oh, you've downloaded on Netflix or something. I know when I went, it was Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, and I watched that once on the way and once coming back. And I thought, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, oh man, I really enjoyed Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, and I watched it twice, so it must have been, you know, like a really good. I don't get super impressed by movies. I'm quite critical. So it's rare that, especially a comedy, I'll think, oh yeah, like that was exceptional, and like it's like a standout in the genre. So I watched it again about a year and a half ago, and it does not hold up when it's not the only thing you can watch and you're not flying through the air with nothing else to do. Water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Can't remember how we make fancy water. But yeah, I also have, while I'm playing this, I don't do it when I'm playing like Outlast or a proper spooky thing. But since this has kind of just been a lot of busy work right now, I do have music in the background for me that you can't hear. But it's super quiet. Because otherwise it's literally just like... I mean, it's kind of relaxing, I guess. But... Jesus. Right. Water. We're back to running out of bloody water again. Yeah, we got none. Let me think. I think it's salt and... I think it's salt and the tubey. The thing that looks like one of those tunnel things I got my cat. I don't know where they are. Also, because I haven't unlocked any of the upgrades or like the vehicles or anything, it's quite slow. Like moving from A to B. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. I think I need to check. But there's also no like sprint or I don't know. That's probably something that you unlock or where's the life pod? Here we go. And it's also quite chaotic because we haven't built a base yet. So we don't have any like... We're directionless, we got no map, we got no...
Fluid intake.
Right, can we make sweet? Yes, please. Oh my god, I was literally watching New Girl before. Like, hair in my eye. And it, oh my god, it gets... I really like it when it gets going. And I mean, it's nice to have something that's kind of, because it's generally upbeat, right? I mean, it has its like emotional bits and what have you, but it's generally a fairly cheerful kind of vibe. And I watched what, I can't remember, what was the second one? And they all came to the restaurant. So yeah, I've just got to in my rewatch, I've just got to where Coach comes back, and he is a weird character. Where's what am I looking for here? What am I looking for? What was I looking for? This is going well. I'll think of it. I'll think of it. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. It wasn't that one. Oh yeah, so I watched The Coffee Table, which is, I think it was Spanish, and Blink Twice, right, from last year or whenever. And they are both very dark, heavy, like pretty intense movies. And watching them both back to back was probably not the best idea I've ever had. But after that double feature, it's the sort of thing that is nice to just stick on for a bit, and kind of, there's a word for it, like decompress, I think. Yeah. Blink Twice sucked because I really like Channing Tatum. He's so funny. And seeing him as like a really fucked up guy. Like 21 Jump Street, right? That's the level that I placed Mike and Dave Need wedding dates on. And it just, I mean, it was all right. And I loved watching Workaholics, so I'm a big fan of, what's his face? Adam, I think. So I think we're gonna make our first. That's what I titled this, making our first base. Did I see Speak No Evil? Speak No Evil is with James McAvoy, right? The remake of whatever. Maybe it was like a Scandinavian. Not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Danish. I haven't watched it yet. Oh, it's got Scoot McNairy in. He's cool. I think we've... Jesus, that's
vital signs stabilizing.
So dramatic. Honestly. It's on my... I think it's on Amazon here. I think it's... Yeah. And it's on my list. Love James McAvoy. There's a film, what's it called? A Scottish film, Filth, I think, where he's like a coke-addled detective, And that, his performance in that is just
Aurora, we're approaching
incredible.
Atlantic. We have a landing site in 3 minutes. Well, it's
And
better
then
be on
obviously he's
time.
like,
Send me coordinates. It'll take us a couple of
what's his
days to
name?
find our orbit. Should be able to establish direct
The guy that
contact
does that.
during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting.
These people are picking us up as well. I don't know what this countdown means. That's kind of stressing me out.
Calorie intake recommended.
Is that gonna, like... I don't know. Hang on. Hang on, folks. Okay. God, it feels so weird. I mean, I'm trying not to feel it too much with my tongue, but it's just so weird. It also hurt to drink, which was weird, because I guess it's like super sensitive, where it's like carved out. So the inside is like on the outside, which isn't good. I'm not a dentist, but I don't think that's good. So I'm glad it's not doing that now. Oh, we ran out of salt. Okay. So we need to decide where we want our first shelter, because we've got the life pod, but we can't build anything, or we can't do anything. We can craft with the fabricator, but we can't build like structures, like stations, and so there's loads of stuff that we need to do, and we can't do it without a base. So I've kind of picked out this zone. It's super close to the life pod. Where is it? There. We can literally see the life pod. So if we need the radio beacon thing, we should be good. Slightly worried about that thing. They keep appearing. But we've got, so that's where we crash landed. Oh, Jesus. This is super cool, red, like seagrass, which to me is more attractive than just like generic sand. Oh god, we're about to starve now as well. But we also get to look at these, which are kind of creepy. But it's another, like, because I want a base with a whole load of windows, because I think that would be super cool. And if I was doing this, I'd have a base with loads of windows. We can craft the Sea Glide, which is like a little propeller thing. But I think to do that we might need a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, we still can't make any. Okay. What am I looking for? Engage brain, what am I looking for? Food. Here we go. Decent but salty. Tasty. Good eating around the fins. Okay. Well, that doesn't sound as bad as, where is it? Protein-rich eyeballs. That,
Vital
just
signs
chomp
stabilizing.
all of that. Sweet. And let's take one of them. And let's use one of them. And let's go. Oh, wrong way. Itchy nose. Where was it? Like down here, I think? Yeah. This general area. So I don't know what we have to do to make a base. I did... Last time we figured out how to build this thing. Which is a habitat builder. So I think we're good to build. We just got to pick. But I don't know all the... This is like one tiny fraction of one tiny biome with all these other crazy ones. So we'll probably have more than one. This is just more like for now, I guess. This looks like all the super popular streams, right? That have like countdowns and shit. Where it's got Sunbeam will arrive in 31 minutes. That makes it look kind of slightly less shitty. I'm guessing, I mean, after half an hour that's going to be gone, but
Oxygen.
if we don't drown first. Boo, boo, boo. This way. Yeah, I reckon here. Cute view of, I mean, we can't really see anything. But we've got, I mean, can we go... What about here? We got Where can we go? Boop, 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 boop. This probably sounds super weird when you can't hear what I'm listening to. But how are you finding our wonderful country? We have a lot of racist people right now. And the police just arrested an elderly woman that was at a protest. So things are completely fine. I don't know. I reckon maybe here could be cool.
30 seconds.
We'd see that stuff there. Kinda lame that way. I don't know, I'm so indecisive. Maybe we could like, maybe we could build around this thing. Then we'd have a view of the red, the green, the creepy kelp-looking things, and then some generic ocean. That seems like it might be cool. Yeah, let's go for it. So how do we... Well, what's this, first of all? Still don't know what they're for. How do we do this? Leave me alone. I'm trying to build a chill little place. Oh, right, so we got to do foundations of some kind.
30 seconds.
How do we go back? Shit, how do we get rid of the, How... Is that like a hatch? I feel like a hatch is kind of important. Hatch. Oh, there we go. So, I guess we could go with... I don't know. I mean, I want to go glass.
Oxygen.
That might be cool. God. Didn't... Oh shit, we're about to... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no. Oh, shit. There's all sorts of stuff, but I think I might bail. Honestly, that kind of annoyed me. I thought I paused it or something. I know it's my fault, and I haven't saved in ages. So I think we might be going on to something actually spooky. I don't know how I change. I might have to stop this one and start a new one if I change game. I don't know. Hang on, folks. Give me 5. Oh, that's annoying because we did 42 minutes. I'm trying to beat my best of 3 hours, but